5 crafts. Simple wood, quick cash. I'm not talking about complicated furniture builds that take weeks of your time and hundreds of dollars in materials. I'm talking about small, straightforward projects you can build tonight and have real money in your pocket by the weekend. That's the flip game. Build fast, sell fast, profit fast. And look, I get it. There are a million woodworking videos out there telling you what to build, but most of them focus on perfection. Fancy joinery, expensive hardwoods, hours of sanding until everything is flawless. That's great if you're building heirlooms, but if you want cash flow, you need a different approach. You need projects that people are actively searching for right now, that you can produce quickly, and that sell before you even finish making the next batch. Every craft I'm about to show you hits 3 marks. First, simple build. Basic tools, no advanced skills required. Second, fast turnaround. Build today, sell tomorrow. And third, high demand. These aren't obscure items that sit for months waiting for a buyer. These are things people want and are ready to pay for. First up, farmhouse signs. Now, before you roll your eyes and tell me the market is saturated, hear me out. Yes, everyone and their grandma is making farmhouse signs, but here's the thing about saturated markets. They're saturated because demand is massive. People are still buying these things every single day. The trick isn't to avoid the market. The trick is to work it smarter. You're using cheap materials here. Pallet wood you got for free, pine boards from the hardware store, maybe some plywood if you want clean edges. Your cost is somewhere between $3 and $8 per sign. Build time is 1 to 2 hours depending on size and complexity, and you're selling these for $25 to $65 all day long. Here's the flick tip that speeds up your sales. Stick to popular phrases. Welcome, gather, home sweet home, family names with established dates. I know it feels boring, but generic sells faster than clever. Save your creative custom designs for when customers specifically request them. For quick flips, go with what's already proven. Craft number 2, wooden serving trays. These are incredibly versatile, which is exactly why they sell so well. People use them for coffee service, breakfast in bed, decorative displays on ottomans, bathroom organization, you name it. One product, endless uses. That's a recipe for fast sales. The build is simple. Plywood base, frame it with pine or hardwood strips, add handles on the sides. Total cost runs you $5 to $12, depending on the handles you choose. Build time is about an hour to an hour and a half. Selling price sits comfortably between $30 and $55. Quick tip for higher margins without more work. Use rope handles or leather straps instead of metal hardware. They actually cost less but look more rustic and handmade. The farmhouse decorating crowd absolutely loves that aesthetic, and you pocket the difference. Third craft, tiered plant stands. Let me tell you something about plant people. They are obsessive buyers. Once someone gets into plants, they need pots, they need soil, they need tools, and above all, they need ways to display their growing collection. A tiered plant stand solves a real problem for them. It lets them show off multiple plants without taking up floor space for each one. Materials are basic, some 2x4s, a few 1x boards, maybe some dowels if you want a specific look. Cost lands between $8 and $15. 2 hours of work may be a little less once you've made a few, and the selling price ranges from $35 to $75, depending on size and finish. The flip strategy here is simple. 3 tiers is the sweet spot. Enough height to display multiple plants at different levels, compact enough to fit in apartments and small spaces. Offer them in 3 color options: white, natural wood, and black. Those 3 finishes cover about 90% of what buyers are looking for. No need to complicate it beyond that. Fourth on the list, Lazy Susans. This one flies under the radar but sells incredibly well once you tap into it. Think about the use cases. Kitchen counters for spices and oils, dining tables for family-style meals, pantries for organization, home offices for supplies. Everyone can use one of these, and a handmade wooden Lazy Susan looks 100 times better than the cheap plastic ones from discount stores. Your build is dead simple. A round piece of wood, a spinning hardware mechanism on the bottom. That's it.
Material cost is $6 to $10, mostly depending on the wood you choose. Build time is 45 minutes to an hour. You're selling them for $25 to $45 with room to go higher if you add custom touches. The money move here is buying the Lazy Susan hardware in bulk. You can find them online for about $2 each if you order 20 or more. The wood is where you make it special. A nice edge profile, a quality stain, maybe a simple wood burn design in the center. These small touches take minutes but let you charge significantly more. And finally, craft number 5, wooden bookends. This might be the fastest flip on the entire list. People need bookends for home offices, kids' rooms, living room shelves, and as gifts. A pair of solid wooden bookends has that handcrafted quality that you simply cannot find at big box stores.
You're working with scrap hardwood here. Thick cuts, solid blocks. Material cost is $2 to $5 for a pair. Build time is 30 to 45 minutes. Selling price sits between $20 and $40 per pair. The secret weapon for bookends is live edge pieces. If you can source small wood slabs locally, even offcuts from a sawmill, you're in business. One flat side for function, one natural wavy edge for beauty. It looks like something from a high-end home decor store. Customers see $50 value. You spent almost nothing on material. That margin is where real profit lives. So, those are your 5 flips: Farmhouse Signs, serving trays, plant stands, Lazy Susans, and bookends. But knowing what to build is only half the equation. The other half is moving with speed. Here's the framework that separates people making pocket change from people building actual income. Saturday morning, you build 3 to 5 pieces. Pick 1 or 2 crafts from this list and batch produce them. Saturday afternoon, you take photos, natural light, clean background, multiple angles. Saturday evening, you list everything on Facebook Marketplace, Etsy, and any local buy-sell groups you can find. Sunday, the messages start coming in. Monday, you're meeting buyers and getting paid. Most woodworkers spend weeks perfecting a single piece. Flip sellers finish 5 projects and let the market decide what people want. Speed to market beats perfection every single time. You can always refine your technique later, but right now, the goal is cash flow. If you want step-by-step plans that make building these crafts even faster, I've linked a resource in the description with over 16,000 woodworking plans. Detailed instructions, cut lists, measurements, everything laid out so you're not wasting time figuring things out on your own. Check it out if you want to speed up your flip game. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 crafts are you flipping first? And if you've already sold any of these, drop your best tip in the comments. Help someone else in this community get their first sale faster. I read every comment, and I'm genuinely curious what's working in your area. 5 crafts, simple wood, quick cash. The only thing standing between you and your first flip is starting. So close this video and go build something you can sell this weekend.